Hi everybody, it's Leah. So I saw all over YouTube and social media this viral ground chicken pizza crust recipe, and I had to try it. Most of you know I had a battle with breast cancer, and so eliminating those unnecessary processed carbohydrates, keeping my protein up, and having my pizza too, I should definitely try this recipe out. So we're gonna take you along because we tried it. It's hubby approved. And my daughter wanted to try it and my son-in-law wanted to try it. So I thought, I'm gonna film this and they're gonna try it. So we're gonna take you along. So let's talk prep. What are you gonna need to make this pizza? So you're gonna need a 15 by 10 pan. Whatever you have, go ahead and use it. I have a baking stone. You're gonna need some parchment paper. And there's a wonderful trick about parchment paper. If you're tired of using it when you're folding it over and it's ripping, is just get your hands wet and then shake off the water and scrunch the parchment paper up. And then when you open it up, it doesn't tear and it sets in really nicely and it's much easier. So that's just a quick tip, try that out. Then you're gonna need a 15 by 10 grate to go on top. You're gonna need your seasonings, which I pre-mix so that when we're ready to do all that, it's ready to go. It's a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. I use Redmond's, a 1/4 teaspoon of pepper. I will also put the Redmond's link in the bottom, and I'll also put the grate in the caption if you wanna buy it off the affiliate link. Anyway, 1/4 teaspoon of salt, 1/4 teaspoon of pepper, a 1/2 teaspoon of garlic, and 1 teaspoon of Italian herbs. Then you're gonna want ground chicken, because that's the key to the recipe. So I got a pretty low fat one, though I'm not opposed to fats. I got a 97% and it's 1 pound. So you just need 1 pound. And then I got my pasta sauce, my pepperonis. Now I did my vegetables, and I'll kind of show you in the prep work that I did before. I tried the recipe once, and so don't double up your chicken into 2 pounds on this 15 by 10, because I tried that and you don't get the crispness that you want. So go with the 1 pound of ground chicken. Then I tried it with just putting the fresh vegetables on there and then popping it in the oven. Well, a standard oven isn't like a pizza oven, so your vegetables don't get tender. So I highly encourage you to just cut them up and cook them in a skillet with just a little bit of avocado oil or butter just to get them softened, and they come out much better on your pizza. And anyway, whatever things you like on your pizza, I did olives, and then I usually grab an organic pasta sauce. My husband did live in Italy for a while and he does like making his own pasta sauce, but for the sake of time, I just grabbed some organic pasta sauce while I was at the store. By the way, it's not pasta sauce, it's pizza sauce. All right, so let's get going. We're gonna sprinkle all the seasonings that I mentioned to you earlier in your 1 pound of ground chicken. And then you're going to get, which I think I forgot to mention, but it's 3/4 cup of Parmesan cheese. And you want it grated, not shredded, grated, 3/4 cup. So everything's mixed, and now you're gonna dump your chicken mixture onto your parchment paper that's on your baking sheet of your choice. And then you're gonna take your second piece of parchment paper, because you're gonna need 2 pieces, one for the top and one for the bottom. And you're just gonna kind of press it out. Now I've done it with a baking roller. It is a little more difficult. I find it easier to just press your hands out and just take your time pressing it out until it's 1/8 of an inch thick. My daughter did it as well, and she found it easier to do with her hands as opposed to the baking roller. So we'll come back once this is all rolled out. So everything is rolled out. So you might actually use a little bit of the roller and then your hands, but the hands is really good because you can kind of feel pockets where the meat is really thick and it's uneven. So we find using your hands really helpful, but we decided on the fly to, even though we added some seasonings, to add a little bit more garlic, because you can't ever go wrong, a little bit of onion powder, and even though I did do a teaspoon of Italian herbs, we decided to just go ahead and sprinkle on just a little bit more. So you can see that it's pretty thin. I don't know if you can see that, but it's very thin, and you don't want it thick, and that's why you're only going to use 1 pound. So we are going to pop this in the oven at 425 for 20 to 25 minutes. When it's done, we'll pull it out and we'll show you what it looks like. And then we are going to, at that point, use your grate. So you're going to take it off the parchment paper, put this grate on top of your baking sheet and put that pizza crust on here, and then back in the oven for 5 more minutes to get it nice and crispy. All right, so it's baked for about 25 minutes on 425. So now this is where your grate is going to come into place. So just carefully pick that up, set your grate on top of your baking sheet, and then you're just going to kind of slide it on there like that. And so you're probably wondering, what's the purpose of this? So when you put this grate on here, and it's going to give your pizza crust airflow, so it'll make it nice and crispy. So we're going to go put it back in the oven for about 4 or 5 minutes, and we'll be right back. All right, so it is done. It's nice, light, and crispy. So now we're going to go ahead and get our pizza sauce and put it on, and just kind of work it through. Spread it out, get it all the way on the edges. And we're just going to build our pizza now. It looks amazing. You guys probably can't quite see what I'm seeing, but this pizza crust is awesome. Okay, so I did forget, you do need your mozzarella cheese. So go ahead and layer on your cheese as much or as little as you want. I wish you guys could see this. It looks amazing. Can't wait to try this. Okay, I feel like that looks good. Next, let's go ahead and cured turkey pepperonis, which actually have come out again. Did I mention I like pepperoni? Okay, so now I'm going to get those pre-cooked vegetables that I had mentioned, and yes, I am using my hands. Okay, I think that looks pretty good. And last but not least, let's go in with some olives, and that looks pretty darn good. And then we're going to go ahead and put it back in the oven for maybe just 10 minutes. And really that's just to kind of get everything to gel together and warm up. And we'll show you the finished product. And we're done. So we cut it while you were away. And so let's look at that. Look at the nice, light, crispy texture. Look, you can hold it just like a piece of pizza. It's delicious. So I hope you give this recipe a try. I encourage you to be creative. If you think that pineapple belongs on pizza, which I kind of do, go ahead and try a Hawaiian pizza, try the barbecue chicken pizza, maybe a chicken Alfredo pizza, and I hope it comes out well for you. And if you liked my video, go ahead and give me a thumbs up and share it with somebody who's been wanting to try this recipe. Thanks again for dropping by, and God bless. By the way, I'll put the recipe and all the directions in the comments. Testing 1, 2, 3.